Hey, I'm Georgia Van Etten, and I'd love to tell you more about my new song, I'd Like to Be. It's the second single released on my debut album, Deep Black Water. And I wrote it at a time when I really wanted to tell someone how I felt. I wanted to tell them that I wanted more. And it kind of celebrates that joyous moment when you do put your heart on the line and tell all and tell that someone how you feel. It's exciting, but it's also hesitant, and you have to be brave because it's a scary thing to do. When recording this track, it took a while to work up. It's very retro and soulful and laid back, but it did take a while to get there. I worked with a producer called Edwin Island. We spent a lot of time going back and forth and ended up settling on this kind of bass line that kind of stays the same underneath with these brilliant kind of very soulful chords, and then added things like affected keys and spaghetti western guitar to kind of add that retro roots vibe that works well with the kind of music I make. We then, after demoing it for about 5 years, went into the studio with a guy called James Kenosha, and I brought in my band, and they kind of replayed all the parts brilliantly. The drum part, played by Oscar Reynolds, is a particular highlight. It's amazing, especially in the big bridge section, which we kind of added in very late in the game. I didn't originally write that in. That was kind of inspired by my old band in Australia, the Sweethearts, who I went over there and played this with, and I played this song with them as well in Italy at a festival called Porretta, and we all added in this kind of big middle eight section, and that kind of stuck when I went to record the album. Which is fantastic because I think it needed this big pff before it comes into the very groovy chorus that I always feel could go on forever and ever and ever. So yeah, I had a really great band work on this. I had a great recording engineer and producer, and I had a lot of time. I think time is really important when you're recording an album, time to demo these tracks, making sure every single layer is right for this song. I wanted this to be very cool and catchy, but I also wanted you to feel like you want to get up and dance, and that joy that I wrote the song about in the first place.